how is this even possible? Now, let me tell y'all, I pre-ordered Chris Brown's album about a month and a half ago because I think Chris Brown is one of the most talented people that we have on this earth, totally aside from his vices. We all have our vices, right? I pre-ordered that album a month and a half ago. This morning I wake up at 4 a.m. and I get the little pop-up thing on my phone that lets you know you got some shit you bought. Joseph, all of the music you purchased is now available in your iTunes inbox. Go listen to it now.
Is it still downloading?
Tell us what you think. No, it wasn't still downloading.
Did you listen to any of it yet?
No, I started listening it at 4:30 a.m. It is now whatever time it is in the day. I won't reveal that. And I am not finished listening to it. I'm not done.
I'll reveal. It's been a full 12 hours.
So I'll ask.
In 10 minutes.
Has anybody in this room heard Chris Brown's album in its entirety yet?
It's not going to happen.
No, not yet. I am currently on track number 13.
Wow.
I'm going to listen on my flight.
I hope it's a red eye.
I've never.
All right, everybody stop. Fine, Maul. I'll ask. What? Where are you going? Nobody even asked. What the fuck is he talking? Oh, yo, I'm going to listen on this flight that I got to catch to Cancun at midnight
Ain't
tonight.
it like 40 records or something like that?
Yeah, maybe more.
Well, but I'm not listening to that anywhere else.
It's 45. It's 2 hours and 39 minutes.
Nope.
Yeah, that's a flight.
I'm all set.
Before we start here, how do y'all feel about too much music on an album, even with the streaming shit?
I don't like it.
Because we do know that's the new trend.
I'm not even going to press play on that shit. It's too
I don't
long.
even know how to
Pause.
digest that that amount of music as one album.
I can barely get through an hour. Like 2+? That's crazy. When I saw Janae shit was like an hour and a half, I was like,
Janae had about 19, 20 tracks on her shit.
When I saw Crit shit was like an hour and a half, I was like,
Well, it's double disc. Yeah.
Well, Crit released a double disc, and
it's good.
It's good music, but
much.
that seems to be the new trend of fighting for streams. The more you provide, the more streams maybe you can get. Now, Chris Brown is
but
taking
it's a little
that.
weird in this microwave generation that only has like an attention span of 5 records to be able to put out that much.
That's why the thinking behind it is confusing to me. If we are indeed in the microwave era, which we are, why do we believe that the overconsumption of music will fucking take the place of attention spans? Like, well, with short attention spans, why do we think longer albums will fix anything?
It was going the other way because at one point it was like, this is 14 records on this album. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah,
for
we
right
were
now.
getting down to 10 and 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And mind you, as artists,
I think Drake was the only one that was getting away with it because, Drake makes a lot of different type of music.
Well, my memory is bad, so I forget exactly how many records artists are actually paid for. Parks, what is the number?
It used to be 10. I don't
Well,
know
because it
if
was
it's still is.
$9.99. It was $1 a song.
It used to be controlled
It was
composition.
10, yes.
Back in the days before streams,
Yeah.
CDs, it was 10. Typically, I mean, it was all negotiable.
Back in the days, No Love Lost, it was 10.
Right.
And anything else, and E1 made sure to tell me, we're paying 10 records is what we, anything else you do, nigga, that's on you.
Right.
So, I mean, it was 10 then. I don't know if the rules have changed now with them changing all of the rules now, but I see that that's a fast-growing trend. It is too much to consume, I guess.
My thing, too, is a lot of these artists in the sound of today is there's not a lot of diversity between the songs. I'm listening to 20-plus songs that all kind of sound the same.
And that got me to my problem with Chris Brown's album as I listened. He started the song with what to me sounded like classic Chris Brown. And as I continued to listen, I won't lie, at some point I did feel like, okay, I've gotten to the Caribbean section of the album.
That's where I am right
Okay,
now. I am in
I've
Jamaica
gotten
right
to
now. I'm currently in Jamaica. I have not left.
I skipped my way out of Jamaica. I was like, well, and some of them shits is hard. Because I don't believe that Chris Brown
need to hear
will.
Chris Brown with the West Indian
I don't
accent,
think
though.
Chris Brown will ever make what I deem to be a bad song.
I agree.
Out of the 13 records that I've listened to, I've liked 12 of them so far.
See, now this is where I go left on the Chris Brown.
I even
talk.
like the R. Kelly and Janae song.
Shit sounds like a charge.
Everyone was killing that on Twitter.
You
I thought it was all right.
You juicy.
Yeah, shit is hard, dog.
Shit sounds like a
He has a
charge.
song with R. Kelly and Janae.
And by the way,
Over juicy. They redid juicy.
Who did it?
Juicy
Berg?
fruit. Of course it was. I haven't checked credits, but it was Berg.
Nah, I
A1.
think it was A1.
Same thing.
Berg only has one credit from what I saw on the way here.
Same camp.
No, A1 got all the credits, but I mean they're best friends. So
Yeah.
I mean,
I thought
same
they-
shit.
I thought they were like partners. Or
They-
whatever.
They are. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Berg,
Love and Hip Hop
A1.
alumni. Joe's part of that group too.
That's true.
I don't have any right. If I had, listen, I will be part of that group. I get 17, 19 joints on Chris Brown new shit.
Yeah.
I will. This is my problem with Chris Brown shit. Now, I don't agree with the people that say Chris Brown keeps making the same song. But that is a fast growing rumor. It is. People are subscribing to that. I do not. But the difference in Chris Brown when he targets adult audiences and when he targets children audiences is way too vast for me. And there's a lot of children, Chris Brown, on the first half of this album. I skipped a lot of it. Even on the tracks that he made available before the album became available, most of them were the kid tracks. I don't fault him or judge him for it because we have to appeal to the kids. But I don't want to hear that, Chris Brown.
Do we?
I don't think they represented this album at all.
In the music business.
The singles
they're
don't
gonna appeal
represent
to
this
the
album.
kids.
I mean, he's starting to get to the age where I feel like, does he still have to do that? How much longer does he have to make music for the kids? He's talented enough to make whatever kind of music he likes.
We about that.
Well,
that classic conversation.
define
I
kids.
agree with you, but
What's a kid?
Trying to convince somebody else on what they need or need not to do when you're that talented. I agree with you, but clearly he feels like he needs to appeal to these kids.
Right.
And I can name a bunch of other niggas who I feel are established that still subscribe to.
For sure.
I have to make it for the kids.
For sure.
They ain't making it for fucking 37-year-old Joe. But I'm definitely going to edit that Chris Brown album and get all of the kid and B songs off of it.
Yeah, give me like 9 songs and I can listen to it.
Even on the way, listen, fucking what's that shit? What's the name of the joint where he redid the Donnell Jones Where I Wanna Be joint, A1? Hold You Up? Hold You Up? Oh, Hope You Do. I keep saying hold you. Savon, man, you're awesome, man. Listen,
Intern point.
Hope,
He's definitely writing down that timestamp.
yeah.
This is the shout out part.
Put a gold star in his chart.
Yo, fucking Hope You Do. Man. That's crazy.
That's next.
I know Chris
That's the
was in
next
there
song.
with the flu. Oh, you wasn't in anywhere because you were outside with the flu, which is why. Don't worry about it. Hope You Do. That shit is crazy. Chris Brown shit is crazy. I'm going to listen to the other 85 songs when I leave here on my big speakers, my big system. I do not care that Chris Brown is dissing me. I don't care. I'm still going to listen to Chris Brown.
He
Who
dissed you on
cares?
this?
Brown dissed you?
Yeah, he fucking left a comment under academics page saying, shut the fuck up.
Oh, nice.
To you or academics?
I think he told academics, if you can't get no pussy, then you trash. I mean, we knew that.
That's a fair point, though.
I mean, no, if you can't get pussy off the new Chris Brown, then you trash. And he told me that I'm obsessed with his high cheekbones.
Holy shit.
He said, and to Mighty Joe Buttons, who is obsessed with my cheekbones.
Why does he say you're obsessed with his cheekbones? You
Because every chance I talk about Chris Brown, I talk about his cheekbones.
why?
We're currently talking about
Why?
his cheekbones,
Why?
so.
Because he's lost 40 pounds in his cheekbones. And when your cheekbones are that high and visible, what do you think
one
that is a
addict to
sign
another.
of?
Oh,
Thank you, Mom. We don't need to talk about it. Me and you both know the scoop. We'll have integrity and not share it here, so we'll act like we don't know.
no, I just didn't know he dissed you. I didn't.
Do it matter, nigga? Do Chris Brown do coke or nah? Yes. The
No,
end.
I just love to hear when people.
The
diss you.
end.
That's-
Now we move forward and enjoy the
By the
90
way,
track
I'm
album.
1,000% taking Chris Brown in that fight against Joe.
No, you're not.
He could do a front flip
No,
without
you're
no running
not.
start. He could
Wait, is
definitely
this-
whoop your ass.
Is this Chris with coke or Chris sober?
Coke, Chris. Well, then Joe's doing coke.
Gotta even the odds.
Whoa, wait a minute.
I don't know if I want to see
Y'all
that, bro.
think I'm fighting coked up Chris Brown? Fuck you. No. Now I'm taking a hit. And now we both taking the hits. Nigga, it ain't gonna be Invincible Man versus me.
You go with
Anyway.
the corny movie line.
I
Looks
know.
like we even the odds.
Yeah, you are so trash. We were done with Chris Brown's album, right?
I gotta listen.
Y'all ain't heard it,
No,
so
I
I
have 12 fucking.
Well, say something.